Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bettina, I'm the makeup enthusiast. In today's video, I'm here to bring you a long overdue update on my Project Level Up palette. So I'm currently working on my Natasha Denona mini retro palette for my level 4 palette. So if you want to see how I'm going on this palette, then stay tuned. But before we get into the video, if you aren't around here, love watching project painting related content or any other beauty related content, make sure you subscribe down below. And without further ado, let's jump on into the update. This palette was rotated in as my palette for number 4, level 4 for Project Level Up. Before we get into it, Project Level Up was created by Sofie Alexandra. It is a combination between Pan Those Eyeshadows and Pan in Every palette. So basically the premise is you select out a palette, you can progress up in levels, and you need to use every shade in that palette for the number of times that corresponds with the level that you're currently on, and you also need to hit the same number of pans in that palette. So for me, for example, I'm currently on level 4, which means I need to use every single pan in this palette at least 4 times, and I also need to hit pan on 4 shades in this palette. That hasn't happened yet. I haven't actually hit pan on any shades in this palette. I am very close to hitting pan on one particular shade so far. And then I also have not met my usage goal on all of these shades yet either. So I've been working on this palette for quite a while and I haven't made anywhere near as much progress as I would have liked to. There was about a 8-week period where I didn't wear any makeup at all. So I've only made very minimal progress on this probably in the last maybe 2 to 3 weeks, and then also just before I left for my overseas trip, I was focusing on this one, I think for maybe about a week to 2 weeks. So I probably in total over the last 3 months have really only used this one for a month, and the numbers definitely reflect that, and also the fact that I haven't hit pan on anything yet. I thought that I would be much further along in this palette than I currently am, but you win some, you lose some, it is what it is. So let's see how we're going with this particular palette. This is what we're looking like now. So as you can see, this one on the end here does have a very good dip going. I have been using this one quite a lot. I have a high number of usages on it. You can see there's a very good dip. I feel like I'm going to hit pan any day now. These pans are actually a lot deeper than I expected. I thought that I would hit my first pan in this palette like within a handful of uses, and that has not happened at all. So let's go through it. So this one on the end here is Galaxia. I have used this one 10 times since the intro, and as you can see there, has a massive dip going. I think that I will have pan on this one very soon, maybe within the next 1 to 2 weeks. Moving along is the next shimmer in the palette, and that is Industrial. That is this one here. Now I actually haven't used this one at all, so I need to still use this one at least 4 times. I do think that the shimmers are probably where it's going to be for me in terms of hitting pan, but I just haven't had a time or a usage for this one, so I just haven't had a chance to use it. Then we have this like khaki green kind of color here. This one is called 60s. Now I've used this one a total of 7 times and it barely looks like I've touched it. There's a little bit of disturbance on the top of the pan there, but I think if I was going to focus on this one as a shadow to try and hit pan on, I think it would take me a very high number of uses. And also Natasha Denona mattes can be very notorious for taking a very long time to hit pan on. So given that this shade so far has been one that I've only really used like on the very outer corner of looks, I don't think this one is going to be one that I'm going to focus on to try and hit pan on. I probably will still continue to use it because it is nice to add in with this pinky color here. This one here, the next one along, is called Vintage Taupe. So this one is a color that I normally run through the crease, and I'm actually using it in my crease today. So I run it in through the crease and then I pair it with one of the shimmers. So Vintage Taupe actually has also gotten a decent amount of usage, and I've used this one 13 times. You can see there's a little dip starting to show in this one in the top here. I think this one will take a lot more uses to hit pan, but I definitely think that it will probably be one that I will hit pan on. Last but not least is the color Pixie, this very last one on the end here. And this is the second shade in the palette that I haven't actually used at all. I'm currently focusing on the color Galaxia, and I just find Galaxia gives me that kind of like twinkly sparkle, whereas this one is more kind of like a satin shimmer. This one gives you that nice like reflective twinkle on the eye. So I've just been gravitating more this end of the palette as opposed to this end, but I think once I hit pan on this one, I won't shy away from traveling down this end as a nice shimmer on the lid for any kind of pinky looks that I want to create on my lids. So they have a nice quick short update on this palette. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm close enough on this palette to hitting pans on my shades, on my 4 shades, to cast votes this time. So I think I'm going to leave this update as just a purely update, because I think there's probably going to be maybe another update or 2 between now and me hitting 4 pans in this palette. So I will keep you posted, and voting will be open in a future video. Sorry, can't deliver this time, unfortunately. So that is my update on my project level up. If you are participating in this project, or you're focusing on any eyeshadows that you have in your collection currently, please let me know what you're doing and how you're going down in the comments. If you did enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new around here and you want to keep up to date on all my future project pan updates. That's it for this video, beautiful. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, beautiful.